Sometimes love is really good, but it's also the most heartbreaking emotion or feeling you have, because when your heart is broken, then that hurts as hell. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So as promised, in today's video we are gonna be breaking down the characters so you kind of get to know them better before you read the book. I'm already overwhelmed. There are so many questions that I would like to answer in today's video, but I don't want to make this video super long, but it's gonna be long anyway because there are so many characters and also important characters that I would like to talk about as well. So I don't know how long this is gonna be. I hope this video is not gonna have over 1 hour. I hope not. If you're new here, then hi, my name is Nicola. I mostly do makeup related videos, but I decided to share my journey about writing, or should I say translating a book, because I already wrote the book in my native language. So if you would like to see that video where I kind of talk more about the story and just why I decided to write the book, you can check the video. That's gonna be somewhere up here. And so yeah, so I think let's get into it. So this whole process took me like 3 days to really be prepared for this video, because I made some edits. I also did some other things that I will explain in a bit. I also created like this short template if you like write a book as well and you're a bit overwhelmed with the characters. So I really did like really easy, simple, short template. If you would be interested, I'm gonna share it if I know how to do it. It's gonna be down in the description box. So let's get into it. I already have my notes where I write everything about the characters. I also have my phone to kind of remind me what edits I did. Let's start with the main character, which is gonna be Naya, which is the middle one. I'm showing you this cover because this is not gonna be English cover, so that's why you kind of already see the girls. But what I did, thank God for Sims. I have been always obsessed with Sims, and what I really love about this game is that you can just use your imagination. You can create so many Sims and characters, and it just gives you this freedom, you know? I kind of like search for models on Pinterest just to have like brief look how the characters should look like. In the end, I created them from scratch in The Sims, so I'll be using mostly as the profile pictures from Sims. Those pictures may look to you a bit realistic because I use so much custom content in The Sims and a lot of skin tones and overlays and whatever, so I really took my time to make them perfect and just edited them slightly bit in Facetune. First of all, I'm gonna show right now on the screen the template. What we're gonna go through is, of course, the basics as name, age, appearance, zodiac sign, personality, and then we get more into the deeper side of them. Their struggle, problem kind of impact the story as well, if they have any, of course. Then I have in my notepads just few more questions that I didn't include in the template. For example, like what do their voice sound like? And then I have like, have they ever been in love? What do they like? And how do they deal with pain? That's also a good one. The last one here in my notepad, like how are they connected to other characters in the book, which is really a good question as well. But I also would like to mention that I created the profiles as how they would feel the profile. For each one of the main characters, I kind of chose different fonts, like a writing font, what I kind of like imagine how their writing is like. We're gonna start with the star of the book, which is Naya Connor. We have her age. She is between 21 and 22, so she is going to London as a 21-year-old. By the end of the book, she's gonna be 22. Then we have her appearance. What she would write, the first thing you notice, is spider legs mascara technique learned from Meme, which is grandma in French. The main character is based on me a little bit. I kind of wanted to have piece of me in her, so that's why she has blonde hair, she has light green eyes. She's not really tall, she's around, let's just say, 172 centimeters. I don't know how much in inches it is. She is really freckly. She kind of like has that from her mom because her mom has freckles. My appearance is kind of in her, but it's not like completely, because as you can see from the picture, she is so stunning and beautiful. Yeah, I'm just the writer. Then we have zodiac sign. So she is a Libra, again, which is my zodiac sign. Her personality, INFJ/T. What I would describe her personality is that Naya is really shy, but I would kind of say that she's introverted extrovert. Like, she is also an extrovert. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Oh my god, extrovert, that's the word. But if she's like in a really group of people that she doesn't know, she feels really anxious and uncomfortable, and she just has to have that feeling with someone that she connects right away. I would say that Naya is not really friendly from the beginning, to be honest. She may also look like she has that bitch face. She's giving that vibe, but as you approach her, she's so sweet and so cute. Naya, also in the book, she's really kind. She thinks about the others more than she thinks about herself. She really cares for everyone. She wants for everyone the best, and then she mostly forgets about herself because she prioritizes everyone else above her. For Naya, it's really hard to say no. She is a people pleaser, which is really sometimes not good at all, because people nowadays are so mean. She needs to be a bit selfish. She can be this like shy and just cute girl in the corner, but then like from like 5 minutes after, she's like this complete different person. Anger is her biggest issue, I would say. That's also my biggest issue, because when I click, the anger just takes control all over me. So I would kind of say, like, with Naya, it is the same. She cannot control her anger. I just would say it like this. She has like this bubble around herself where she kind of doesn't want to pop out. She wants to stay in that bubble, but sometimes she just has to go through that bubble. Like, she has to talk. She has to interact, but she doesn't like that. Her voice is a bit deeper, lower. She has this calming voice. She also talks really slow, and she has French accent, of course. So moving on, her clothing and style, standing out from the crowd type of style. So what that means, she puts on what she feels is the best for her. Such a weird combos of clothes that it doesn't even make sense, but she can pull it off. Like, the colors don't have to match. She always wears her white boots. If you think about Naya, you think about really worn white dirty boots and gold chunky hoops. That's her. She likes different patterns, like she likes really bright colors, I would say, and she likes to kind of match it with the white boots. So that's why I kind of wrote that standing out from the crowd style, because you can really see her. If she's like going in front of you, you can like really tell, like, oh my god, what the hell is she wearing? But then at the same time you're like, but it kind of looks good on her. I would also kind of tell that her style is a bit hippie, and also like from the 80s. Her parents are a bit hippies, or they used to be, but I'm gonna talk about it briefly when I'm gonna talk about her parents. So moving on to what do they love. What she would write is that she loves her family, friends, and her white boots. What do they fear? And this is how we are getting to know the character, because every character has to have some fear that they have to overcome, right? So what Naya would write is her biggest fear is falling in love. Her talents, if she has any, and she wrote clumsiness, and surprisingly she is good in dancing. She's on the ground almost in every chapter, and yeah, she is surprisingly good in dancing. And her habits, if she has any, she would write that she has head tics and biting nails. Blah. Why she has head tics? It means that if she has them, that means that, oh, something's gonna be really wrong. In the minute she starts to have these tics in her head, she knows that she's in a deep shit. That means her emotions or her mood is gonna swipe, and she's gonna be this different person, really bad, screaming, anger, slamming the doors, just cannot control her emotions. That's the side effect of borderline personality disorder, that sometimes you get so aggressive you cannot control it. You just scream, you cry, and then 2 minutes later you're okay and you're eating. And another habit, really bad habit she has, is that she's biting her nails, because she is really anxious and nervous most of the time. She almost gets like panicky, like panic attacks when she's traveling alone. That's also something from me. I just hate travel alone. What do they study and where do they work? So the university is called Greendale. I don't think college or university in London exists like that, so that part is completely like just my imagination. So she is studying law. That's right, law, and that's also coming from her background, like from her dad's side, that I'm gonna talk about. And she's gonna work in as a barista. Let's move to the really deep ones. Where are they from and their background, and why is she the way she is? I'm just gonna try to explain this super briefly. So her parents got married really young, in their early 20s. Her mom got also pregnant with her brother Etienne Connor, and he's really handsome, as you can tell. So their parents kind of met in France. Her mom was a journalist and her dad was an activist. Her mother is French, but her father is Scottish. They were both kind of hippies, so they kind of connected really well, and they had this little hippie community, and they mostly did protests in France, and they just wanted equal rights for everyone. You know, it was just this small community full of love. And their parents also traveled to countries where people needed help. Well, when the mom was pregnant, they kind of stopped, and when her brother was little, they still traveled a bit. But then in one of the countries, I didn't quite specify which one, but like they just got into trouble and they saw so many bad things happening. They witnessed real war, and her mom had this PTSD after that, and she also got pregnant with Naya while they were still in that country, so they had to fly back to France. And after the birth of Naya, her mom completely changed. Like, she had this PTSD, and also I would say she went through postpartum depression. Now there's gonna be this really bad part. Their mom left, so she left them and she started new life completely. So that's why Naya's biggest fear is to fall in love, because she is scared that if she's gonna fall in love, the person will leave her at some point, because she kind of witnessed it with her parents. Like, the parents got divorced, mom didn't even have interest in her own kids. That's why Naya, it's really strong word, but she hates her mom. She always needed this mother love because she never had it, you know. That's maybe also one of the reasons why she moves to London, to be closer to her mom and to kind of be part of her life. Even in the book, she is declining it. She doesn't want to do anything with her mom, but deep inside of her, she knows that she wants to be closer to her mother. So Naya's biggest fear is also, I would say, fear of abandonment. She kind of falls in love so quickly. This love story that's in the book is going really quickly, but Naya does things without thinking. Let's put it that way. It's her first love, so of course she's gonna fall in love so quickly and so much and so deep that at some point the love is not even good for both of them. Yeah, it's gonna be a tiny bit toxic and messy, but I didn't want them to be that toxic because I truly want these two be together, or I wanted. So yeah, that's what I would say. So it was just Naya, her brother and her dad and her grandma and her cousin Lynn. So then we have tell something unique about Naya. Naya herself is really specific individual. Either you connect to her or you don't. Of course, there's gonna be so many people that will not connect with this main character, because I already had reviews like that they did not connect with her, to her thoughts, to her thinking and how she was deciding in the story, which is completely okay. I cannot say anything unique about her because her is unique. She is a special chaos. So then we have what do they like. Naya loves fish and chips. She is not that fan of cheese as the French people are, or she doesn't care about wine and baguettes and croissants and these type of things. Then I also wrote, how is she dealing with the pain? It's like this, because her mother left her. She was basically a little kid when she left, so of course there is this betrayal. She collected this burst of anger and emotions in herself, so her dealing with pain is really difficult, and you will kind of see it in the story as well, how she deals with pain. The last one is, how is she connected to other characters in the book? So I would say she is connected mostly to these three friends that I'm gonna talk about in a minute, and of course to her love interest that I will show you as well. He's really handsome. Shit. She's the main character, so she kind of has to be connected to every character what is mentioned in the book. I also made like these 5 facts about each of the girls that I'm gonna show you right now. So the first one is that her favorite food is fish and chips, as I mentioned. She is obsessed with that one. She loves her white boots, which she wears every time as well, as I mentioned. She is really shy and clumsy. Her gold chunky hoops has to be a part of every weird outfit. She likes to sip her mimosas in every occasion. So I hope you kind of now got to know Naya a bit more and why she will act in the book in some ways. We can move on to the next character, and that is gonna be Olivia Rodriguez. Shit. If I would say it in my Slovak accent, it would be Olivia Rodriguez. I'm gonna show her in the book. What is wrong with my voice? That's how Naya's voice sounds like. It's this one. Really beautiful, cute girl. I love Olivia, she is so cute. So her age is 22. She is still in the age the same as Naya, like 21, 22, because they are going to the same school and they're starting her first year in Greendale. Her appearance, as what she would write, is, don't plug my messy brows, please. She has really thick brows, as you can see on the picture as well. Olivia is just stunning. I cannot take my eyes off her. She has like small dimples. I kind of imagine her voice to be really light and clean, feminine. It's like a melodic at some points, girly voice. Moving on to her zodiac sign, she says she is a Gemini with a smile. I read once that Libras and Gemini are the most compatible zodiac signs together, and that's why I wanted to make her Gemini. She will click the most with Naya. Her personality is INFP. which is really similar to Naya's personality, INFJ. Why is Olivia a bit different from Naya is that she is in her thoughts constantly. She doesn't talk that much with any of the girls. She is in a different world. Let's put it that way. She is a big daydreamer. She likes to romanticize her life. That's why she looks so soft and so cute and so innocent. And she is also really mysterious. In the first book, you don't get to know her that much at all. I wanted Olivia to be a bit mysterious. Like, you don't know what she's thinking, you don't know what she's going through. So she is really surprising character, and you just kind of get to know her really slowly. Her clothing or her style, she kind of wrote trying to look innocent at all costs. Like, she likes to wear dresses and like headscarves on her head. She is really like this fairy. Like, she looks beautiful. She wears really pastel-y white colors, just feminine and floral and cute. What does she love? She wrote that she loves her broken Polaroid camera, which still works, and that's why she will go to France to a scholarship. She kind of loves France. I definitely see Olivia in the future in France. What does she fear? She wrote no comment and smiley face. That's why I wrote no comment, because we still don't know Olivia's fear. Me myself don't know about her fear yet, but I guess I'm getting there, but I still don't want to share it because I'm not 100% sure that this will be her fear. Talents, if she has any. So she wrote doing things multiple times without anyone noticing. And connected to her habits, she wrote doing things multiple times without anyone noticing, plus daydreaming too much. Olivia is obsessed with controlling things, doing things perfectly. She is just this perfectionist and she wants everything to be perfect, even herself. What is she studying? So, as I mentioned, Olivia will study at Greendale photography and design. Olivia will work as a housekeeper in one hotel. She doesn't like to be around people, as well as Naya, but she's even worse than Naya. So Naya is at least barista and she has to force herself to talk with people and to be, you know, like these fake smiles and hi, what can I get you, you know. But Olivia, for her, the most easiest job would be housekeeper, to clean rooms and to be just alone and to avoid people as much as possible. Her background and why is she the way she is. She is from Portugal, but her parents are really mixed. Her mom is Hawaii and her dad is Portuguese. Olivia has no siblings. I still don't kind of have her backstory, like about her parents and why is she the way she is. So yeah, Olivia is, as you can see, really mysterious, so I cannot tell you that much about her. Olivia will remain a mystery. Then we have tell something unique about her. This, like, tell something unique about each character is so hard for me to even say something, because to me every character is so unique that I don't even know what to tell you. And she is unique because of the struggle she is going through. She is unique of how brave she will get in the book as well. That's gonna be the first like wow moment, because she's gonna share her struggle to Naya. Moving on to the struggle or the problem. As I mentioned in my previous video, each one of the girls is gonna have through her own struggle, to her own problem, something really deep, something really hard to heal. Olivia has OCD, which I really had to Google and just read about it, because I never had OCD. I've never met someone with OCD, so it's really hard to even write about it or to just like connect with people who have OCD. I hope I kind of got it right in the book. She says in the book that she is in the charge. Like, she is doing great, she is doing good, and she is in control of her disorder. In the first book, you don't even like kind of notice that she has OCD. until she says like, oh, wait a minute, I have an OCD. Olivia will also have a love interest in this first book, which is gonna be really surprising and funny at the same time who the love interest will be. She also kind of will be scared to move forward with this relationship, not because of the relationship itself, but because of her and because of her OCD, because she doesn't want that person know that she has this obsessive compulsive disorder. How important is she in the story? So as I said, Olivia is one of the 4 friends. Of course, Olivia will be really important to Naya in some parts as well. How is she dealing with pain? She is dealing with the pain by saying that she is doing okay and that she is in control. So can you imagine how she's dealing with the pain? She's also like Naya, kind of forcing herself and telling herself she's doing okay, but Naya at least will be honest with herself and tell herself like, I'm doing even worse than I was doing before. I also created 5 facts about Olivia, and the first one says that she gets along the most with Naya. Then we have that she is too much reserved and mysterious. She communicates through her old Polaroid. Sometimes she can be too caring. From all of the 4 girls, Olivia is like the mom type. She breaks the rules of best friendship in a good way. I think it would be the first rule as a best friends should have, and that would be don't date each other's siblings, and also not your ex-boyfriends. I made a really big spoiler right now in the book. So that's it about Olivia, and we're gonna move on to the next character, which is, oh my god, this one, Mrs. Poppy Williams. So we have age 21. She also is starting her first year in the university. And then we have appearance, freckled babe. Do you also get from the beginning, like right away, that confidence? She looks like this edgy and bit like intimidating type of person. Like when you meet her, you prefer to avoid her. I would say like her voice sounds melodic as well. She has this raspy yet higher toned voice than you would actually tell. Then we have zodiac sign, and she is Sagittarius. I just kind of felt that she would be good as Sagittarius. Her personality is ENTP. I think most of you will love Poppy the most because Poppy is just really honest, and yeah, she just doesn't give a crap. She's really raw. Like she will just spit everything right into you, and sometimes you'll be like, Poppy's humor or like the way she talks sometimes can sound mean. She is not a liar, she's really truthful and really honest, but then there's gonna be something where she will lie about. She's also bisexual, which I really love about her. She is really sociable. She doesn't like to be the center of attention, but at the same time she likes to be around people and also around strangers. Like it doesn't give her awkwardness or anxiety or whatever just to be with random people. She just doesn't care. She is the type of person that doesn't sugarcoat life at all. She takes everything with a bit of irony. For some people she may be too sarcastic and too just sassy and maybe sometimes mean to the friends and to Naya especially, because Poppy and Naya are roommates. Like Naya sometimes gets on her nerves. Poppy may not like Naya's boyfriend that much. Poppy in general was through a lot. She kind of stopped believing in true love because she was betrayed so many times by her exes. She's just giving Naya that cold shower that she needs. Poppy gives the best advices as well. Clothing or style, anything black. I would describe her style as really edgy. She is like this dark soul. What I really like about Poppy as well is that she doesn't wear any makeup at all. She also says it in the book, like the only makeup she would wear is really dark, deep red lipstick. Then we have what does she love? And she wrote myself and those 3 be ... She shows you that she loves herself. She had really long journey to accept herself and to love herself. She is not showing that affection even towards her friends. So some readers also may sometimes be like, oh, but what kind of friendship is this? Like, she is so mean to them and she just doesn't care. It's just the way she portrays herself, like this carefree, whatever, I don't care type of person. But of course she cares. She is a human being. What does she fear? No fears for me. Winky smiley face. As I was creating this character, I would say that Poppy has no fears. That's why I would even say that she is the strongest, like the strongest character from all of the 4 characters. Talents, if she has any talent at all. Playing guitar and singing. So yes, Poppy is a little performer. Also in the book, out of nowhere, the girls realize that she can sing. She just doesn't care, like whatever. She is an entertainer, I would say. Her habits. Sarcasm is my second name. What is she studying? Where is she working? She's working in a bar where she sometimes performs. She is studying economics. That's the only subject she's good at. That doesn't come from my mouth, that comes from Poppy's mouth. That's what she said to Naya. How important is she in the story? At one point she will be the main character, so of course she is really important in the story. Has she ever been in love? Poppy's been through really rough path, and she still kind of is, to be honest. She's been in love multiple times and her heart was broken multiple times as well. So that's why I said that she kind of stopped believing in love. She is just like playing with boys and girls and then she's just like dumping them the next day. Poppy has only her mom. She's one child only. Poppy is British and she comes from Manchester. Her dad left when she was just a baby. Poppy is like this girl that couldn't have everything. She always was kind of interested in finding her real dad, like her biological father. Her mom is talking about him like the shadow, like a shadow that used to live with them. Of course she's Williams, but that's her mom's last name, not her dad's. So she completely doesn't know anything. That's a bit of unknown part of her life. Poppy has some serious problems. She is an alcoholic and a drug addict. Her relationship with her mom is also not that good. That's maybe why she even moved to London. What does she like? I would say that Poppy likes to experiment. She likes to experiment with everything regards her body, her hair colors, tattoos, drugs and people as well. But I would tell you though that she loves English breakfast. How is she dealing with the pain? At this point she kind of like shut herself, like she completely like switched off her emotions, her feelings, and she's just this emotionless. You cannot really tell that she's going through something. Quick facts about Poppy. The first one says her brutal honesty sometimes hurts. Not everyone will understand her witty sarcasm. She cannot miss any party, as you can tell. She really cannot miss any party. She has to be everywhere. She gives the best advices. Even if she doesn't show it on the outside, she loves her friends. Last but not least, we have the fourth friend of the main character. Beautiful, stunning Alexa Ivanova, with the full name Alexandra Ivanova. Alexa is studying in Greendale her second year, so she already is living in London 2 years. She is 23. Her appearance is bronzed goddess. So immediately, again, that confidence. Of course, she has American accent. She has to have American accent. Really like Kardashian. Squeaky. That's the word, like squeaky, like really like high-pitched as well. That sometimes when she talks, she may sound annoying. She loves to fake tan a lot. Her zodiac sign, Leo, really dominant I would say. Her personality is ESTJ, also extroverted. She is kind of similar to Poppy, yes, in some ways. She's also really social, but she likes the attention. Always, at any cost, wants to be center of the attention. She has to be, because she loves it. She needs it, like that's like her drug. She needs people to give her compliments to feel confident. Alexa is even above Poppy, and that's where sometimes Poppy and Alexa don't get along, but they are really close friends. I would say that Alexa cares mostly about herself. In the next books you will kind of understand why is Alexa acting the way she is. There is this guy in the school that really likes her, and she knows, she is aware that he likes her, and at some point she might like him as well, and at some point she might be also jealous of that guy. She is just playing with him. She is really cold-hearted. She talks too much, she likes to gossip, she likes to lie. It's not a good trait to have, I know. When she will be the main character in the future books, you will understand why is she lying and why is she behaving the way she is behaving. She is the alpha, I would say, of the group. She is like the creator of this sisterhood that they will have. Clothing style, innovative. Alexa is very stylish. She loves fashion. She loves everything connected to fashion. She loves celebrities. She lives for social media, for this existing life that she can have. If she dresses herself in something, it's always something new, something unique, something unexpected, something really fashionable, because she is making her clothes herself. What does she love? Sewing kit, plus being the center of attention, plus my girls. What fear she has? Being alone. Do you get it? A little bit. So why does she love the center of attention? Why is she the way she is? It's because she is scared that one day she'll be left alone. That's why she needs so much people around her. That's why she needs to be the one that people will talk about, so they don't forget about her. Oh my god, I literally got chills what I just said. Then we have talents, creating my own clothes. Her habits, she would write talk too much, comma, other than that, I'm perfect. What does she study and if she has some work? She is studying design and fashion. If she has a work, yes, she has. I cannot tell you that. Where is she from and why is she the way she is? Her mother is Ukrainian. When Alexa was still little, her mom left to America, to California. Then her mom married her stepfather, John. They together had her stepsister. It's her sister, right? Because when her mom got married to her stepfather and they had daughter, that's her sister, or is that her stepsister? She has a sibling, really younger sister, Natasha. Again, I cannot really tell you that much about her past life in America before she came to London, because I would spoil you everything. Her struggle and what is she going through. In the first book, Alexa is going through heartbreak. She's going through a breakup, but with that breakup she kind of freed herself, because that relationship was extremely exhausting and toxic. She is obsessed with vanilla muffins or sweets in general. And we have how is she dealing with the pain. She is actually lying and telling people I'm doing so good. She has to show her friends that she's okay. Also, what I would mention with Alexa is that she doesn't like to make the same mistake twice. So maybe even that's why, because she's going through a breakup, that's why she doesn't want to get into relationship with that boy that has really big crush on her. So that's why she's kind of like playing with him around her finger. How is she connected to other characters in the book? She is the friend. She is connected also to Naya's boyfriend in some way. There is a chapter why Alexa is saying some stuff about Naya's boyfriend, which may or not may be true. It's up to you how you will decide. But as I said, Alexa is a liar, so be aware of that. We have 5 facts about Alexa as well. She sews most of her outfits herself. She doesn't despise our well-missed cosmopolitan. She will probably never close her mouth. She is obsessed with the vanilla muffins. And although she doesn't want to admit it, she is a big romantic. That was the main getting know the front cover characters that are really important. I will show you another important characters that are in the book, and I would love to show you, because somehow either they are important in this first story or they will be important in other books. I will put on the screen the first character, and we have Lynn. Lynn is Naya's cousin. As you can see, she is, I think at that time she's 17. She is kind of jealous of Naya, because just a little bit, because she left this village country like lifestyle where they have to take care of vegetables and this stuff, like really hippie lifestyle. So she's a bit jealous that Naya like got this whole new life, and suddenly she's going to parties and she has friends and also relationship. And so then Lynn will come to London, and oh my god, it's gonna be a mess. She is funny character, and I think you will love Lynn. She is really cute and just, yeah, complete opposite from Naya. Lynn will have really big crush on Poppy. And so Lynn will kind of impact the story, but not that much. She will just visit Naya throughout the whole story, and at some point she will have to come to London because that will be her mother, Naya's mother's request. Lynn's mom and Naya's mom are sisters. Getting to the end, I will show you the last three important characters that I think everyone at this point are excited to see, and that are the boys. From the start, as you can see, we have handsome, oh I love him, Naya's boyfriend, and his name is Malik Al-Yusuf. He is complete different ethnicity, different religion. His life will be also portrayed because Naya will meet his parents and his siblings. So he is the middle brother, and he has older brother and a younger brother. Naya will really love Malik's family, and they will have really good relationship. I would just tell you that for Naya, I think it might be like love at the first sight, which me myself I don't believe in. For him it's definitely not like love at the first sight. He also noticed her right away. If I could have boyfriend how he looks like, thank you. Yeah, I would just thank God every day. In the middle we have Greg Hall. He is that character that will have a huge crush on Alexa. He is just this quirky and really impulsive, energetic boy. You can just see how he cares about Alexa. At some point you will feel sorry for that boy. And the last guy, boy, whatever, we have Patrick. Patrick is a random character that I didn't want to make important at all, but somehow he just became important. Not particularly in this first book, but in the other books he will be very important character. I am surprised myself as well. He just loves life. And he is Poppy's best friend. He is also a performer, and he also works at the same bar as Poppy, so that's where they met. You just, oh my god, I cannot wait for you to read it. It's gonna be epic. I don't know if so far you have your own favorite character. I'm really proud that I created these characters. I just hope that you will appreciate these characters. You will somehow get something from each character, and I hope that you will understand each character and how are they acting the way they are. I just hope that you also like each character, even though some of them might sound a bit selfish or like cold and mean. I will close this video because my throat is hurting so much. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If not, it's okay. I know this video is super long. And you can also comment down below if you already have your own favorite, or like if you connect to one of the characters. And you can also follow me here if you would like to know more about my writing, translating process, or if you're interested in seeing me doing some makeup. I was actually thinking that I could make like little makeup series. That would be so much fun to kind of create a look based on each character. So if you're interested to see that, I would be so happy to do that, because writing a book and doing my makeup and talking about the characters while I'm doing makeup based on them, it's just the best mixture that I can do. And you can also follow me on Instagram. I would be really happy if you follow me, because I share my writing process there, but of course I will share my writing process here as well. Yeah, I'm really happy you stopped by and you watched this video, and I hope I will see you in next one. So yeah, bye.